And we are live. Welcome to the show. Today I'm going to be answering your questions on the very first episode of the Michael Ryder Show. Let's get started. First question. What made you want to start this podcast, and what are your goals for the podcast? Well, pretty simple. I miss having great conversations with people. Nowadays, you're so, as you become an adult, you're always go. You never really have time to, get to know, other people a lot. You're always, and the way everything is, everyone's texting, everyone's, no one has the conversations anymore. And I feel like we need to have conversations these days. And most I just want to have fun. That's really what this whole thing's about. Not everyone's going to like it, and not everyone's going to follow it, and that's completely fine, And at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun with it, fuck everybody else. So that's the way I look at it. I'm just trying to have fun. That's really deep down. Goal-wise, I mean, yeah, I would, like to, see it grow and everything. I think that's with everything. But it's not going to upset me if it doesn't. I'm just, like I said, it's just really just want to have fun with it. Whatever happens with it. And just go from there, have fun. Do you think that sports will be played this fall, as in like college football or anything like that? Well, I know like professional sports are starting back, this month. I think they're more prone to be played. I watched MLS the other night. I saw where they were playing, MMA. I think UFC is the one sport in this whole thing that is not going to be affected as much because it's a little bit easier, with one person, one-on-one kind of thing. Now, football, college football at least, they don't get paid to play. These pro athletes, at the end of the day, they are getting compensation for this. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to them if they want to play. And if any player doesn't want to play, I'm not going to hold that against them for not playing pro or collegiate athlete. So at the end of the day, I think it's a personal decision, if these athletes want to play. Now, do I think that it's going to be played? I'm not high on it. I'm really not. Mostly because, how everything changes every day with this whole COVID thing. So I'm probably setting it a 2 out of 10 right now with college being played. I know they just came down the other day. A lot of these conferences are going just to conference games alone. So I guess that buys them a little bit of time to kind of see how it plays out going into October. In a lot of senses, I don't know. Haven't heard anything about they're moving the dates up or anything, but from the way it looks like they're just kind of buying themselves some time. I just don't see it happening. I just don't want to get my hopes up for it. I hope it does. I just don't think it will. If you could pick a decade to live in, and one that you have not lived in, what would you pick? Well, I think the 90s were cool. Even though I was born in the 90s, I didn't really live it. The 80s probably takes the cake for me. I think the movies, the culture, how everyone dressed, the music. I love fucking 80s music. Just everything from, Motley Crue to Simple Minds to Run DMC to Flock of Seagulls, everything in between. You ask anyone, I hang around, I play 80s music a lot. I think it's good vibes. It's, it puts people in a good spot, I think. So, and the music part of it. I think ever since I was a kid, being, 5, 6, 7 years old, I do remember, riding around with my dad and my mom. They both grew up in the 80s. But my dad would always, he always still does to this day, is he'll blast some hair metal. Just like, I'm going down the road, Max, windows down, guitar solo and everything like that from like Rat, Van Halen, Scorpions, Motley Crue, like all those guys. And even Even the pop bands, Men at Work, stuff like that. Like that's all good with me. I love it. Even the shows like Miami Vice, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. I love it. Love the atmosphere of it. I think it was just good. And I think people back then, they could still communicate with people, even going up into the '90s and the 2000s. With no cell phones. You weren't balls deep in your phone texting somebody while they're trying to talk to you and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd probably pick the '80s. Best TV show of all time, in my opinion. I'd have to say Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad takes it home. Just I think everything going. How the show starts out with. You got a guy who's 50 years old, feels like the world just sucks. He's got a kid on the way, and he just finds out he gets cancer, and he wants to support his family, find a way to support his family after he dies. So he eventually starts he's a chemist, and he ends up starts to make methamphetamine, and he sells it and becomes one of the biggest kingpins, and eventually it all ends. But I think that show takes the cake. I think if you have not seen Breaking Bad, I've watched it probably 20 times, through. Even the movie. The movie's great with Aaron Paul. If you have not seen it, or Better Call Saul, please watch that, because it is a fantastic show, and I love it. I might just watch it after this. I don't know, but yeah, Bryan Cranston is a great actor. He's one of my favorite actors, and I recommend it to anybody. Last one. How would you say you've changed since high school? I thought this was one of the best ones, mostly because, when I was in school, I didn't take things seriously a lot of times. It's like schoolwork to everything. I was very, 15, 16, 17 years old, 18, 19, you're immature as shit. You really are, because, you got your friends around you. You just want to goof off. You don't want to worry about schoolwork. You don't want to worry about it. You don't care about anybody else. It was fun. I had a lot of fun. I cherish those memories a lot, still to this day. But to see how I've changed, as you go on in the last 10 years, you go through stuff, and like you grow. It's either you sink or swim, and that's how this adult life is. If you don't swim, that's it. And you gotta learn. You gotta mature. You gotta go through stuff, and you gotta go through stuff to mature. And I credit, the people I've met along the way. Family members, non-family members, even the people in high school. I credit a lot of those people. With helping me grow into what I am today. And trust me, I still got a ways to go. Like I'm not perfect. I'm far from it. And I credit a lot of those people. I'm very, very grateful, very fortunate to have a lot of those people that came into my life. To kind of give me that tough love, to give me that extra push. And I'm forever grateful for those people. But those are all the questions that I got for today. Now, we will be back tomorrow. Flop Culture is coming on the show tomorrow. I'm really, really, really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a good show. I really do. We're gonna have great conversation. We're gonna talk music, whatever comes up. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really looking forward to this, and I know I just, oh man, I'm so excited. So I look forward to seeing you guys again tomorrow, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. And if you have any other comments, whatever, please like, subscribe, and follow to my pages. It means the world to me. And I hope you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. Please stay safe out there and love each other. Peace.